Madam Speaker, the information presently available to the Government is that the Gibraltar Electricity Authority suffered a major earth fault in the Ocean Village area. The fault was reflected on engine 4 and consequently impacted the operation of the power station. At the time of the outage, Madam Speaker, the GEA was generating approximately 36.6 megawatts. I am advised that, based on the information currently available, the incident appears to be wholly unrelated to the previous outages. Madam Speaker, once again, I am not here to give excuses. The Gibraltarian public has invested hundreds of millions of pounds in Gibraltar's energy infrastructure, including the new power station, the LNG plant, the BESS system and upgrades to the grid. Madam Speaker, I fully appreciate the disruption and frustration that an outage of this nature causes to families, to businesses, to essential services and to the wider community. The Government considers it entirely unacceptable that power failures of this nature should continue to happen. As a result, the Government has already been in discussions with a third party with the relevant technical and managerial experience to come and support the GEA in the discharge of its functions and to assist in ensuring the resilience and the reliability that the public rightly expects. This individual will be in situ by the end of the month of July. Madam Speaker, I have asked the GEA to provide me, as a Minister with responsibility for public utilities, with a full and comprehensive report by Monday morning at 10 a.m. of this latest incident. The Cabinet will then meet to consider the report, its findings and the options that are available to the Government.
The Honourable Lady talks about disruption. It's not just disruption to citizens, it's disruption to tourists, it's disruption for people taking flights to Gibraltar, it's about disruption of people taking flights out of Gibraltar, and it's hotels, restaurants, loss of business, and indeed it's embarrassing for this jurisdiction that is promoting itself as being ready for business. Questions will be asked as to whether we are indeed ready for business. The Honourable Lady was on television only 10 or 12 days ago talking about a power cut and reacting to it and saying that questions would be asked then. A lot of people will think that why are questions being asked now when they've been 15 years in government, and why haven't questions like this been asked before? And why, if questions were asked on previous occasions, why these things keep happening? So the Honourable Lady says she's going to ask questions on this occasion. She said the same thing 12 days ago on television, and she says it's unacceptable, but these are, to many citizens, empty words when these things continue happening.
Madam Speaker, having power cuts is unacceptable. But let us be clear. If you operate an electricity island, and Gibraltar is, and in my view should forever be, an electricity island, you are susceptible to power cuts. And it is my view that we should forever be an electricity island because we should never rely on anybody else to provide our electricity. If we're all nodding at that, as honourable members of the opposition rightly are, then we have to understand that there is no electricity island that operates without failure. The grid is being upgraded. It cannot all be upgraded at once, because as I've said in this House before, I think during the tenure of the Leader of the Opposition, but perhaps even before, if we were to upgrade all of the grid at the same time, we would have to have upheaval on our roads, because we would be taking up all of our roads all of the time. We are making an investment in the grid. It's a constant investment. And Madam Speaker, I'm sorry I have to say this, but there was no meaningful investment in the grid for 16 years.